Good morning, this is Tim McGowan with the Finance News Network. US equities were mostly high and fairly choppy Wednesday trading. The Nasdaq ground high in choppy trading on Wednesday as investors tried to find their footing after the biggest one-day drop in more than 2 years. The Nasdaq rose 0.74%, the S&P 500 0.34%, and the Dow Jones inched up 0.1% after being down more than 200 points at the session lows. Moderna was one of the top performers in the Nasdaq, jumping more than 6%. Tesla rose 3.6% and Apple 1%. The hot inflation report left questions over whether stocks could go back to their June lows or fall even further. As UBS said in a note to clients, Tuesday's sell-off is a reminder that a sustained rally is likely to require clear evidence that inflation is on a downward trend. With macroeconomic and policy uncertainty elevated, we expect markets to remain volatile in the months ahead. Market breadth was mixed on Wednesday, with declining stocks slightly outnumbering gainers in the S&P 500. Energy was the big outperformer sector-wise as oil rose about 1.3% overnight, rebounding from previous days' lows as international energy watchdog expects an increase in gas to oil switching due to high prices this winter. Best performing industries included coal, car makers and agriculture, while underperforming industries included copper, steel, iron and aluminium. Shares in aluminium producer Alcoa were down 10% after its steel manufacturing peer Nuco fell 9.5% after disappointing guidance for its third quarter. Steel and aluminium are replaceable with each other and operate in very similar end markets. In the US, the pace of EV battery integration is growing rapidly. Since President Biden took office, companies have invested nearly $85 billion in manufacturing of EVs, batteries and EV chargers in the US. The pace of this investment is accelerating. Just in 2022, companies have announced $13 billion in domestic EV manufacturing, more than triple the investment in 2020. Companies have also announced $24 billion in batteries, more than 28 times the investment in 2020, and over $700 million to support EV charging. The number of electric vehicles sold in the US has tripled since the president took office. Interestingly, Tesla announced overnight that it has paused its battery production in Germany as it considers making batteries in the US. The move is in response to the recently signed Inflation Reduction Act and the potential for qualifying for US tax credits. On the currency front, one Australian dollar has strengthened slightly overnight compared to the US dollar, buying 67.49 US cents. On the commodity front, iron ore futures are pointing to a 2% gain, gold lost 0.5%, silver was up 0.4% and copper dropped 1%. Oil, of course, added 1.3%. On the futures front today, the SPI futures are pointing to a fairly flat start. This is Tim McGowan for the Finance News Network. Have a great day.